As above, so below. Feel the pain in my soul. The red pill dissolve. Organized, no matter the cost. Politicians starts wars, they don't fight, they sit in the poor. And nothing lasts forever as long as we stay together. Give hell to the masses, watch the unity rapture. This is for the kids and the culture. It's one love, one growth, one light warriors. Hey, everybody out there on the live feed, everybody out there that's listening in the future on Spotify and all the other platforms. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. From the bottom of my heart, we got some hip hop. This is some hip hop, real hip hop around here. I'm talking about hip hop that I grew up off of. My dad generation, all that. I'm talking about real hip hop. We got my boy Scare Man in the goddamn building, and this brother right here. Oh man, what's up, Scare Man? What's up?
Man, you got it, brother, man. I'm living, man. I'm blessed. Man.
I gotta tell you, I was so like honored and so I kind of jumped up like 10 times when your guy hit me up. It was like, yo, I want you to interview this guy because I know your music. I used to listen to you, man, and I didn't know you was part of 3-6 Mafia. I should have made that distinction because you did make music with them, and I was like, oh, he was a member. I didn't. That's when I didn't know that you were a member. How did you meet them? How did you get started? Did you start up with them? Were they or did they like add you in later on?
No, I started up with DJ Phelan, rest in peace. That's who I first got my first start with. And man, Koosa nigga was in a group back in like 92. And me and Coop kind of split ways, and he got with Paul and them back in like 94, 93, something like that. He came out with Devil's Playground. Me and Coop got back in contact. He hooked me up with Paul, and he put me on the phone with Paul. Paul said rap for me. I rap for him. He asked me to come to the studio the next day. I dropped the song. He asked me to come back the next day. I dropped another song. He was like, look, you're part of the group. And then after a while, you know, the group was so big. We had so many members in 666 Mafia. So Paul and Juicy, which was a smart idea, you know, they took us and they broke us up into different sections of groups. So they put me, MC Mac, and K Rock in the cars, and everybody else stayed with 3-6.
Word. So it was like put into like different sections. That's dope.
Yeah. It was smart. You gotta think, man. You know, for 15, 16 niggas at one, man, you can't make no money.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about.
Facts.
You know.
So it was like 15 rappers. And right. you was also known as Prophet Pose, right?
Prophet Posse.
Prophet Posse.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah. That's what we were. That's what we first started out with was Prophet Posse. Then we switched over to Hypnotized Camp Posse when we got signed with Relativity.
Word. And what was your when did you like have the realization like shit? A lot about to change for me right now. Like, do you remember that day where it just came to you? Was like, shit, I think I made it.
Yeah, I remember that day when I got my first check. That's when I felt like I made it, because you know you work so hard at your craft, and regardless of how much the check is, when you receive a check for something that you've been doing for so long and you love doing it, you feel like you made it. You know what I'm saying? So when I got my first little check, and you know what I mean, and we started going different places, and people started recognizing us. We started going to different states, and we started hearing our music playing. So, you know, it was a crazy experience for me, man. Crazy experience, right. Especially being so young. You know, I was like 16, 17 years old.
Damn. That's amazing. 16, 17 years old with all that damn money. Did it take some humbling?
Yeah, I mean, you're cutting out. Yeah, you're back now.
Oh, word. Oh, I said 16, 17 years old with all that money. Did it take some humbling? Like, did you have to like talk to somebody?
I mean, you know, I just didn't have a lot of money now. You know what I'm talking about? I had more of the fame than the money. The fame came before the money. You know what I mean? So the money came later on, but it helped me to. I'm glad I got the fame first before I got the money. Because if I had got the money first, I probably wouldn't have money now. I probably still be broke. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
so you really gotta humble yourself during that situation because, the fans make you. You know what I mean? The fans
Right.
pay your bills. The fans take care of your family because you put out good music and you put out good energy, and they want to support you. So that's how we make our living. So artists have to understand that, and you have to humble yourself to that because at any moment it can get snatched away.
Facts. Yo, that's so true. That's so true. Um, I could definitely agree with that because you never know what happens in the future. You gotta have that following. You gotta be loyal to your fans, especially in hip hop. So,
Exactly.
so many rappers, so many.
Yeah, man, you got so many rappers that's like assholes. You know what I mean? And I hate that shit, man, because I'm like, you just don't know how blessed you are, bro. You got millions of people around here wanting to listen to you, hear your music, wanting to see you, and then when you can't even stop, take a picture with them or this or that, at times, we have to have our time because we have family and things like that. But you know, every now and then, stop and take a picture with the fan, give them a selfie, or they love it, they respect it.
Right. So you have your own label out now, right? Called Nephilim Music.
Yeah,
How many
yeah,
how many
definitely
artists you
music.
got under your belt?
I got two artists and a producer under my belt right now. Mar Boss Hussein, which he's from Atlanta, but he's in Texas right now. And I got Big AOK, which is a Latino artist I got. He's from
Word.
Florida. And my producer is Fresh. He's from Ohio. He done production for Frazier Boy. He done production for Paul, DJ Zerk. He done a
Mm.
lot of production for a lot of big name Memphis artists.
Word. How did you started your own label? When did you knew that you had to like break away and start a whole new label? Like what was the process like?
I mean, it's all about growth. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's nothing personal. As you get older, you know what I'm saying. There's certain directions and certain things that you want to do. So as us being individuals, we have to know that okay, you can go do this, I can go do this, and we still can have a foundation that's in a platform that's good to build off of. But it was just another direction and other things that I wanted to do in my career. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
Mm.
Because I know I'm not gonna be an artist forever, man. You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
I'm not a spring chicken no more. You know what I'm talking about. So
Right.
I'm setting everything up for my retirement. You know what I mean. So
Mm.
it's business. It's 90% business, 10% talent.
Facts. This is exactly the type of stuff that we talk about in this podcast, especially with music. It's not always going to be music. You're not always going to be able to be an artist. You're going to have to branch out and stuff. I don't know if you know this person, but I recently had a label owner by the name of what's her name? Stud the Kid, uh, out there in Austin, Texas. She
Yes,
has a label. When her artists, she gives her artists housing, she gives her artists healthcare. She's fortunate to do it because she owns hospital, like a hospital and a clinic. You know what I mean? And she talks about building your brand and ownership, not trying to
exactly.
just like do 360 deals and all this shit, but actually like she trains them as like boot camp, building your brand, owning shit. And I that's definitely the way it need to go.
Yeah,
Little Romeo, little Romeo's father. I can't think of his name right now. Jesus, he's a legend. Why can't I
Master P.
think of little Romeo's father? Master fucking P. Yes, he talks about
Yeah,
this. You know what I mean? He got money going everywhere. He got money
yeah.
in the
And I
grocery
and I and I
stores
watch I
everywhere.
watch it all the time. Yeah, he got money everywhere. I mean, he investing. And I look at him and I take heed to this. So, see, that's the same thing I'm doing. I invest. I'm investing. I'm investing to artists. I'm investing into real estate. I'm investing into kids. I'm investing into non-profit organizations and things like that. So, and it's all about, and like you say, it's all about ownership. It's all about building your brand, because nobody's going to build your brand the way you're going to build your brand. You know what I'm talking about? Right. You got the vision. You got the knowledge. You got to do your research. And that's imperative. You got to have the knowledge about what you're doing. So, in owning your own, being your own boss, it's the best thing in the world, man. Best thing in the world.
Once again, this is Scam Man. This is real hip hop right here. All right, this ain't that new ish. This some new ish that's good, but this is real hip hop right here. this is one of the full fathers that y'all talking to right now. This is knowledge right here. Your album's about to drop October 31st. I've heard it. Thank you so much for sending it to me. I love this album. It's a good album. It brings me back to when I was in like high school and I have like my baggy pants on and stuff, and I was talking to all these girls walking by. Reminiscing, man.
That's what I wanted to get back.
Yeah, we're having a little lag. Please be
back to, man, because those that
repeat what you just said, brother.
Back. Man, I don't even remember what I just said.
No, you just say you just wanted to get back. Get back to.
We got to keep rolling. Oh yeah. I want to get back. I want to get back to that to that time, because that time made us. You know what I mean? That time it was a time of real grinding. You know what I'm talking about? These days I love social media. It's cool. You know what I'm talking about? It's the way to go now. But I just miss back in the day when you can go stand at the store, pop your trunk, sell your CDs, give out your CDs, give out your posters, interact with the people. You know what I mean? Today you can interact with them, but it's not like a face-to-face interaction. It's over the phone. Everything is technical now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but everything's digital.
Days, but you gotta evolve. It's all about evolving, though. That's what Nephilim is about. It's about evolving.
Word. And this is your sequel to your first Nephilim album.
Yes.
Part 2. How many features you got on here? I heard a few.
I got about, man, I think I got maybe 6 or 7 features on there. 6 or 7. I know I got Gangsta Nimp, Frazier Boy, and that's just to give a couple of names right there. Just a couple, Total Chaos, and then and the rest of my camp. So so we putting together some good heat, some good fire, man. We're putting together.
Yeah, I was going to say, this album is heat. I mean, the first song just brings you in. What inspired you to name it Nephilim? What inspired you to name this project Nephilim?
Like I say, man, and let's see, we got a lag going on.
Yeah, I might have to turn my camera off just so it can be good. Let me try that. Boom.
Yeah, you click that on there, bro.
All right, there we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I can't see you, but I hear you though. But we're good.
Okay, word. Yeah, guys. Sorry, I had to turn my camera off just to help out with the connection and stuff like that. I might try to put it back on later on and see how it goes, but we're gonna rock it this way. So what inspired you again to name the project Nephilim?
Like I say, Nephilim is all about growth. It's all about is all about strength. It's all about faith. So that's all what I'm about now. You know what I mean? So for me to name it Nephilim, it fits. And if people do their research in the Bible in First Genesis and read about the Nephilim, they'll understand it more.
Now, have people freaked out on you because you're like one of the 3 6 Mafia is like a horrorcore, and you're definitely like on that you're definitely like a godfather on that. If anything, there's really not many of that horrorcore rappers that's out now. Do people still freak out when they hear your ish? They were like, "Yo, you talking about devil?"
Yeah, I get it. I get it all the time. And the one thing I tell people is that I say things that you are scared to say. You know what I'm saying? Or things that you may be thinking. You know what I'm talking about? Just because I may say something or I'm thinking it don't mean that I'm going to actually go do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, nobody gives Stephen King bullshit about his movies. His movies is fucking gory and all kinds of shit. And I love fucking Stephen King's and all his fucking Wes Craven and all those movies. But they get praised. But if I say one word about Satan or the devil, oh my God, he's a devil worshiper. He's this, he's that, he's that.
Right.
No, it's not about that. I grew up in a religious family. You know what I mean?
Right.
My grandmother, my people had me at church every day. I'm talking about if the church door was open, I was there. Bible study, this, that, for everything. So being a part of that made me grow up, and that made me want to branch out and investigate different parts of every religion that there was. You know what I'm saying? From Satanists, from Buddhists to from Muslims to Church of Christ to Baptists, from everything. And I try to see what's the big argument, the big division between all these religions.
Yeah. I could definitely resonate with that. I'm a son of a pastor, and that was something that was curious to me, with nuance and understanding other religions and understanding why everybody is not about these certain religions and trying to find a connection, the coexistence and stuff. I definitely agree with you on that.
Exactly.
Let's get right into one of the songs. I really enjoyed Go Numb. That record's dope. Go Numb is a fire record. What was Go Numb about?
Go Numb was about just going numb. I mean, just partying, just having a fucking good time. I mean, if you at work, you know what I'm saying, just go numb at work. You know what I'm saying, with what you're doing. You know, if you doing accounting, if you work in a warehouse, hey, shit, go numb. Get your job done. If you in the club, go numb. Get your job done. If you in the bed with your woman, go numb. Get your job done. You know what I mean? So it relates to a whole lot of different things. That's how I try to make my song, so it can relate to whatever a person is going to. They can relate it to whatever they want to relate it to.
Fuck boys.
Self-explanatory.
Yo, you got a story?
Huh?
You got a story?
I got a lot of story about fuck boys. It's a lot of them. It's a lot. But you know, we ain't gonna call no names, man. You know, I keep everything cordial, man. I just let fuck boys keep doing what fuck boys do, and I keep doing my thing. You know.
That record fire, yo.
Thank you. And right now I only have it on my website right now, NephilimMusic.com, but it will be released to the DSPs very soon, about like another month or so.
Word. What else we got? We got Sick and Twisted. This one was deep. Part 2. Sick and Twisted Part 2.
Yeah, that's Total Chaos. That was off our first Kamikaze Inc. album that we had did. And he want to do a part 2 to it. So because part 1 was a nice hit. So we just decided, keep it rolling and make a part 2.
Is it what's the story on this record? What inspired this record? Because this record was deep.
You talking about just that particular song or the whole album?
Oh, just that particular song. Like I felt like or maybe I'm just thinking too deep into it.
Nah, that right there, I just produced the beat, but that was Total Chaos World right there.
Word.
You'll have to get Total Chaos on here, man, and ask him about that, because whatever he was thinking and going through his brain, I do not know. The only thing I know is I fucking loved it. You know what I mean? I fucking loved it. That's my day one too. Shout out to Total Chaos. That's my business partner.
Dreams. That's a very inspiring. I want to send that to somebody. You know what I mean? Inspiring them.
Okay.
I feel like, because like the way you just tell the story in that, I don't know. It kind of, maybe I'll be taking music too literal, man. Maybe it's because it's the musician in me, but like hearing something like that, definitely, I had a bad day and that encouraged me, to keep going. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
Right. And then like hearing your story, like, so like, what was it? I wanted to know, like, what was it like? Like, you from the South. I'm partly from the South. I was partly raised from the South in North Carolina. What was that like growing up in the South and going through that hardship? Like, did you knew that you was going to be able to have what you have, or was it just shocking when it happened? You know what I mean? Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Growing up in Memphis, like I say, man, it's treacherous, man. You know what I'm talking about? It's survival of the fittest, man. And there was times in my younger days, man, that I didn't think I was gonna even make it to 16. I didn't think I was gonna make it to 18. A lot of my people didn't, because I was so much in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So I had no idea I was gonna be where I'm at right now this day. Only thing I know is when I first started to get into music and started to want to do it, I just knew I wanted to make music, and so I just kept doing it and just kept doing it. Didn't listen to the people who was, man, you're not gonna never do it. You can't do this. You can't do that. I just blocked that shit out and just kept doing what I'm doing, and here I am talking to you.
Yeah, this is dope. This is dope. And the hip hop scene there, was there a hip hop scene coming up, or was it frowned upon?
It was a big hip hop scene. Well, we had our hip hop scene, underground scene, man. We had Gangster Pats, we had Scarface, Al Capone, we had DJ Squeaky, DJ BKs, we had DJ Fila, we had DJ Rods, we had Juicy, Paul, Lil Noah, Gangsta Black, Skinny Pimp. We was, man, Memphis was fucking deep with underground rappers, man. I'm talking about if every time you look around, somebody was coming out with an underground tape. You know what I'm saying? So man, we was heavily influenced, and I was heavily influenced by a lot of those cats. You know what I'm saying? They paved the way for my career as well. You know what I mean?
Word. And like this, you just named a lot of people, and this is a history. Once again, the people that's listening, I want y'all to understand, like, this is heritage right here. Like, these are like the people that was doing it. Like,
yes.
Part of the reason why we have what we have today, like, these are the people that we gotta know and remember. That's why I'm very happy about Versus, because it's like paying homage to the OGs. Is giving the OGs their flowers while they're alive.
Yes, exactly, exactly,
which is
exactly.
something we don't do in our culture as much. You know what I mean? We always
Nah,
for the new.
go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah, everybody wants to take the credit for something, man, instead of giving the credit to where the credit is really actually due. You know what I mean? So, and that's one thing I do, man. If somebody didn't inspire me, I don't care if you're younger than me, older than me. If you inspire me, I'm gonna pay that homage to you. I'm gonna let people know who gave me my inspiration, who gave me my motivation.
Mm, mm. Yeah, that's deep. That's deep. So who you listening to right now? Who who
Me,
who who's new that you fucks with right now?
uh, to be honest with you, man, I haven't been listening to any new music right now because once I start working on an album, I try not to listen to nobody else because I don't want to sound the same.
Yeah, that's common with
Yeah,
a lot of great artists. Totally understand.
yeah. But I still know like Young Dolph and Key Glock. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? I like those guys. Uh, Young Boy, he good.
word.
The Baby, he got some good stuff. Look, Baby, they good. Yeah, I listen to a lot of little cats. They got some good flows. I fucks with a lot of them. But like I say, I try not to listen to no offense. But I try to stay in my lane so I can create my own thing. So when I come out, people won't say, "Oh shit, Scan sounds like this person," or "It sounds like this person." No, it sounds like Scan.
Mm, mm, mm. I want to name off one of your hits real quick. That's on this album. Ride It in the Rental. When y'all get this album, you gotta hear that joint. That record's fire. You gotta listen to Insane, the Brain. That joint's fire. Um, shit. I don't got the other joint in my notes that I want to give a shout out to. I'm gonna bring that up real quick. Bring it up real quick. It's a great album. It's a great art of work. How long did it take you to make this body of work right here?
It took 4 months.
Mm.
Four
Damn, you
months.
you work hard, bro. You grind.
Yeah,
You
well,
did that all in
I
four
try to.
months. Shit.
Yeah, 4 months, man. 4 months. 4 months. I mean that's the key, man. To you gotta stay in the studio. If you don't stay in the studio, you won't come up with nothing. You know what I'm talking about? So I
Right.
just try to stay grinding in the studio, man. Just try to stay grinding. If I'm not working on my stuff, I'm working on other people's stuff because I produce, I engineer, I mix. So you know what I'm saying. I'm always doing something, bro. Always doing something.
Mm. Word. And so like we talk about this on the podcast. We explain to people it's like an obsession you have. It's like an addiction basically. You gotta be if you want to do this music shit, you gotta be obsessed with it. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
like
You
I'm a
got
percussionist. I'm obsessed with my instruments. I'm always thinking about rhythms. When I'm rapping, I'm always thinking about raps all the time. Like
yes, yes. I mean, you gotta you gotta have an intimate relationship with whatever you're doing. Like you said about your percussion. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a intimate relationship with it in order to make it work, in order to make those rhythms come out the way you hearing it in your brain.
right.
You know what I So and a lot of people ask me, do I freestyle? No, I don't freestyle. I'm a writer.
Mm,
You know what And that's a big difference. And people think like, oh, you can't freestyle, and you're not really a MC.
that's
No,
crazy.
that no, yeah, that's very crazy. You know what I mean? Because writers like Prince,
Yeah.
people don't know. Prince wrote a lot of fucking songs for a lot of people. Prince wrote some songs for people that people don't even know. He wrote like Sinead O'Connor. Sinead O'Connor.
Yeah,
Prince
yeah.
wrote that.
Oh, for real?
Prince wrote that song.
I didn't know that, brother. Wow.
Yes, TLC, Under the Water. Prince wrote that song. Prince was a writer. You know what I'm saying? That's what I am. I'm a writer. I
Mm,
write. music. You know what I mean? If somebody come to me, hey, I can write you a song. You know what I mean? So no, I don't freestyle. I'm a writer.
So here's the controversial question. Um, do you did you ever ghostwrite for anybody that's a rapper?
Yes.
And do you respect them? Because a lot of people don't respect ghostwriters. Not I mean they respect the ghostwriter, but they don't respect the rapper that takes the ghostwriting. They just want rappers to just always do original. But I tell people that's common. You know what I
I mean,
mean?
yeah, that's very common. You got to think about the Temptations. The Temptations did not write none of their songs. The Temptations were performers. You know what I
Right.
mean? They was performers. See, people, it's different things. You got writers, you got composers, and you got performers. You got the people who write the songs, you got the composers, the ones who make the beats, the rhythms and shit like that. And then you have the performers. You got the people who go on stage and dance and sing the songs that the people then wrote and composed. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So um th- that's been going on and it's still going on to this day. There's a lot of artists in the industry right now who don't write their own songs. They have a team of writers. You know what I'm saying? And there's
Mm.
nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? If that works for you, then hey, it works for you. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
Right.
You
Right.
doing something good, you doing something positive. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't down people if they can't write their own lyrics. You know what I'm saying? I don't down them. If they got talent to perform, hey, we can get you we can get some lyrics wrote for you. That ain't no problem.
Right. Right. And it's also, you know, everybody gonna get paid.
Exactly. Everybody gonna get paid. Teamwork, man. Teamwork, man. Teamwork.
You know, do you think Drake has a lot of writers?
I think nah. I think Drake performs his own shit. He probably got some people who get throw him a couple of lines here and there because as us being artists, we can't just be in the streets all day like we want to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we have to have that. That's why a lot of artists have a lot of people in the studio with them because a lot of their friends are in the streets and they pick up on stuff and they come back to the studio and okay, you just gave me an idea. I can throw that in there. And so motherfucker think that he was in the streets doing, but nah, it was an extra additive. Your partner was in the street doing it. You know what I mean?
Mm. Mm. Yeah. 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 I feel you on that. Because like the reason why I asked is like he's the type of artist that can do any genre, which is
Yeah,
rare.
yeah. Drake is fucking hard. And I should have mentioned him because the reason why I like Drake because he's very fucking versatile. You'll never know what the fuck Drake gonna come with. You know what I mean? And his the way he used his cadence and his lyrics are so fucking. I mean, it's like it's genius. You know what I
Mm.
mean? I love his cadence.
Mm. Yeah, he seems to be a good student of the craft. Um,
Yeah, you can tell he actually he worked on his craft.
which is so rare, you know. Do you have those struggles with your artists, like trying to make them like get the craft, figure out the craft first before they want to try to drop hits and stuff like that? Like what's the growth that you see with your artists?
The growth I see with my artists, all of them got. I'm talking about they so motivated and so ready to go
Word,
that I have to slow them down a little bit. You know what
word,
I'm saying?
word.
I'm like slow down, man. I'm like just think first, think first. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
You're moving a little too fast. You know
mm.
they getting it, they getting it. They work hard. I mean, they call me every day with ideas. They constantly doing stuff. They constantly promoting. I don't have to get on to them about shit. You know, they take care of their business. The only thing I gotta do is just slow them down just a little bit.
Mm, mm. And how's the scene there in Memphis? I know COVID happened. Is it getting back up, or you still have to like move in certain different ways? It's been a
Man,
crazy 2 years.
Memphis niggas don't care about no damn COVID. I'm just being honest, man. You say, I got my mask on, man, but shit,
Yeah, I see.
you go out in the streets, man. Half of people don't even got masks on, man. So clubs are still trying to open up, man. You know, so Memphis still trying to party, man.
God damn it, Memphis.
That's Memphis for you, man. That's Memphis, man. I love my city, man. I love it.
Word. Yeah, I'm up here. I'm up here in New Haven and Connecticut and stuff. They not playing with us around here at all. I mean, we're still doing shows, we still getting gigs, but that mask mandate is serious around here. They got everybody enforcing it and all that stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But yo, that's dope that you wearing your mask. Look, there's some good people there. It's you. You set an example.
Oh yeah, man. It's my I still got my great grandmother still living. My grandmother still living. My great
Wow.
grandmother just 9, and you know I go see them all the time. So I can't be taking no diseases over there and COVID and all that type of shit over there to them, man. You know.
Facts. You a stand up
So,
guy, man.
man, that's the only way to be, man. And like I say, it took a while for me to be a stand up guy because I wasn't always a stand up guy.
Mm. Yeah. What advice do you have to like somebody like me? You know, I'm 29 years old. People younger than me that's chasing this music stuff. You know what I mean? Like, what advice you have for us, for my generation and my little brother's generation? You know,
Well, the
like.
first thing the first thing I tell people is to learn the business first. You can do all the music in the world, but if you do not know the business, you will never get paid.
Mm,
You will never see a check. You will never see nothing. You will get fucked over all day long. And
mm,
another thing I tell people, chase your dream. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do something. Never let nobody, never put can't in your vocabulary.
mm.
And
Facts.
just stay grinding, stay in the studio. If you're an artist, stay in the studio. If you're a writer, stay writing. If you're a producer, stay producing, stay on that beat machine. I'm talking about, set your a schedule. You know what I'm talking about. It's
Facts.
all about balance. Balance.
Facts. Facts. Yeah, man. And do you have any advice if they should is this a climate of artists? Should they be the independent or should they try to go to independent labels? Uh, is it like should they like keep their options open like when they start looking around because not everybody can like do the independent streams or the independent business by themselves.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Because these labels are definitely like taking advantage, like the big labels, like the Jimmy Iovine's of the world, the Diddy's of the world.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's to each and that type of situation right there. It all depends on who that person is and what you're looking to get out of your career. You know
Mm,
what I mean? Me, independent is the way to go. That's the way I'm going, and that's the way I've been going, and I've been successful. I should say. You know what I'm
mm,
talking about. I'm able to pay my bills comfortably,
word.
and but there are some benefits to being on a label, but you have to have a team behind you helping you with that, guiding you with that to make sure you getting yourself into a right position. You know what I mean? So having a team is very, very, very fucking important. You know what I mean? So,
Facts.
but at the end of the day, independent is the way to go because for one, you're gonna see it's hard fucking work. It's more hard work. And it's money that's coming out of your pocket. But at the end of the day, you seeing that dollar figure instead of seeing that half of a penny. You know what I mean?
Facts. Yeah, I definitely agree. Especially in the age of Spotify.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I mean, come think about it. You gotta in order for you to get $3,000, you gotta stream like 1 million streams on fucking Spotify to get $3,000, close to $4,000.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. When back in the day, you know, you can sell 500,000, 400, 300,000 CDs, and fuck make 100, 200, 300, 400,000 off of that. You know what I mean? Because you getting dollar figures. But today, you're not getting dollar figures. So you know you have to maneuver around the system. You know what I'm talking about? You have to learn. You got to evolve and try to stay at least 2, 3, maybe 4 steps ahead.
You know any Connecticut rappers, man? There's some fire Connecticut rappers here that I feel they need to like work with you, bro. Like fire Connecticut rappers up here. They just always like forgetting about us. You know what I mean? New York is just overshadowing. Like
Look, man, I work with talent, man. I don't care where you're from. You can be from Venezuela, you can be from Brazil, wherever, because I do a lot of features for people from Germany, Russia, Canada, Japan, China, all over. And if you got a good sound, I'll rock with you. You know what I mean? You know, I'm always willing to help people out because I know how it was when I was coming up, wanting to do songs with people who inspired me, and I couldn't get to them. You know what I mean? So I try to make myself available to, you know, do music with people. You know, try to help them out or whatever if I can. But yeah, man, you know, send some Connecticut folks my way, man. You know.
Word. I gotta tell you, this one guy that's literally like the shit. He just opened up for Ludacris. It was insane in his hometown in Stanford. Jahan Nostra.
Okay.
Jahan Nostra. Yeah, he's a problem. This good brother is he reminds me of an undiscovered Drake, basically.
Okay.
Like he's astute in the game. He knows mad hits by heart. The dude is great, man. Jahan Nostra, man. I'll email you his link so you check him out and stuff like that. I just wanted to like, because this is like, you are literally like a gem, bro. Like you are literally like helping artists and doing it the right way, showing them how to do it the right way. You know what I mean? I think people just get too excited off of the lights and the glam and the notoriety, and then once that's all over, it's like, what else?
Exactly.
And you have music. This is your music. Did you do your music right by justice? Like with my band Light Warriors, we always say serve the song. That's our motto right there.
I like that. Serve the song. I like that.
Because if you don't serve the song, then you're not giving the song justice. You're not really showing the craft, you know?
Exactly.
We're running low on time, and because I want to make sure I get this on Instagram. Instagram is a tight tight time. They have things less than an hour. It can't go over, unfortunately. But for the last 4 moments, there's 2 things. I want to thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to be a part of the rollout on your new fire album that's dropping October 31st.
Yes, sir.
Everybody check out NephilimMusic.com, right? NephilimMusic.com.
Yeah, NephilimMusic.com. We have apparel, we have music, we have accessories, we have all kinds of stuff. Go check out the site. Go check it out.
He also has recording rates too. If anybody's listening that's in Memphis or want to go to Memphis and work with a really good label, he got some rates on there too. Music video rates as well, studio rates. So check that out. Definitely check that out.
And
This guy is a legend.
We also got some. I also got something else very, very big coming up within like the next week, and I'm gonna announce that. I can announce it right now because
word.
Yeah, so I'm because my platform is getting tested right now, but it's in the testing phase. But next week it'll be done, and I'll be announcing that, and that'll be something very big too as well. So we might have to come back on here.
Yo, man, you are welcome anytime, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you from the heart, man.
Facts. Yeah, man. I'm so happy I got a chance to talk to you, you know. Because I'm a hip hop head, man. I love hip hop so much. And I love being able to have the opportunity to speak to those that gave us the pathway, that showed us the blueprint, and always reminding the young heads who gave us the pathway, showed us the blueprint. You know what I mean? When I was at work, I told one of these kids about it that work at the job, and they were like, "Who's 3 6 Mafia? What?" And I was like, "What?" But I had to remember she's only 23.
Yeah. Hey, she wasn't even born yet.
I had to hold
she
myself.
Wasn't even born yet. Yeah, she was still a little sack in her mama's stomach, and I did it. So you know, yeah.
They gotta remind these kids, man. They gotta get. I called her an uncultured swine. I felt bad for saying that when she laughed, and then she listened, and she's like, "Oh, I know them." I was like, "Damn, I'm working. I'm going to talk to one of the artists that used to fucks with them. Like, you gotta know this." Like, and then I showed her your music, and she was bumping. She loved it.
Thank
she
you,
loved
Beast.
Bro.
Thank you, my bro.
That song Beast.
Beast. Woo. That was one of my favorites. That was one of my favorites. That was one of my favorites, man. I love that song. Those are one of the songs that I get those questions asked that you just asked me about.
Yeah, I figured.
But hey,
Fire,
like I say, I ain't afraid to say what people are thinking. You know what I mean? So they're just a different.
Bet. All right, well.
So if I can speak up for the unspoken, man, you know, I done my job.
Facts. Exactly. Y'all hear that? Did you hear this man just say? That was fire. That's a whole bar right there, man. It's a whole bar right there.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you. And I appreciate you for having me on here, man. Seriously, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on here, Scam Man.
No problem, brother.
And I wish you a blessed day, man. Good. Like, just have a good day, brother. It's beautiful outside, you know?
Yeah, it's very you see where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm sitting outside of my backyard, man, you know, just enjoying the weather, talking, enjoying the interview. And when I get through with this, I'm right back in there, going back to work. Right back in the yo.
Word. All right, yo. So I'm gonna let you go, Scam Man. Thank you so much for this opportunity and looking to talk to you in the future more and stuff like that. Everybody check out his new album coming out, Nephilim 2, October 31st. Be there. Get on there. Get on that shit. Get on.
And I'm also dropping three singles too, October 31st as well.
Word.
So it'll be an album and 3 singles I'm dropping.
Word. That's all. You hear that cooking? That's cooking. That's sizzling right now.
Yeah, we got a lot in store, man. Next time we come back and talk, we're gonna have a lot more to talk about.
Word. We'll see you later, Scam Man. Blessings, brother.
All right, my blessings to you, brother. Thank you very much, brother.
Collectively transforming community, peace in our human family, volume of unity, divine light shining individually, collectively transforming